Hello, everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 3. This is episode 38. Hello. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well, having a great day. Hope you all are as well. Stumbled over my words a bit. So, a few things have happened since the end of the last episode, and we'll talk about this guy momentarily. But I was in the base, I was mulling around rather, about what I wanted to do next because I talked about doing this guy here, and I talked about potentially putting in a beacon and things like that. So I was looking through my chest of goodies, which is in here, and you guys will already see that we've got this going, but hey. Um, I was looking at what I have in here to make a beacon base, and I was like, well, we're pretty close on iron. I could go mine some iron, maybe talk to some of the other TB members about buying some iron. We could go get some more gold, things like that. We could get some more netherite because I had a fair bit in here, but there's way too many, way too much that we would need to build a beacon out of netherite, let's be honest. And what I decided to do was trade with my villagers. So I came up here and I was trading with my villagers, doing a bunch of different things and stuff with these guys. Which most of them are probably mad right now and haven't reset their trades because this one's probably linked to that bookshelf over there, or lectern rather, so on and so forth. I think this guy finally delinked. Yep, he's linked to this composter where Melvin the second does not care because he's next to two of them. Anyway, when I came back downstairs, I had a couple of skellies over here, and I dispatched them really quickly. And then I went back over here to start smelting up some items, which I had a bunch in here, and I have since done that. That's why I had all the extra gold and stuff. Um, and I was standing over here doing my thing, and when I got out of the inventory screen that we were messing around, boom, this guy was standing on this chest right here, staring me in the face. And that's good. That's good, because we need to repopulate our zombie villagers up there. We need two, so Barry here is the first of two. I think we're gonna do a live stream where we get this guy back up here, we get another one, and potentially the four phantoms that we once had in here, so that is all that's been going on since we've last left you. Let me sleep through the night, and we'll talk about today's plans. So in the last episode, keen-eyed individuals would have noticed our little cut to creative and would have seen kind of a little bit of a layout of the mountain outside that looked very different than what we have right here. And if you didn't notice that, well, you can always... Oh, look at that, the grass. The relog... Okay. Alright, squirrel. 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 Last episode, we talked about the change of grass color with the tinted glass above us, and it was like only this border here, and then a line that was going straight through the middle, and so on and so forth, right? It looks like the relog did change everything, and now we just have the different colored grass. That's neat. It's a little bit brighter than this grass. I like it, but it's an, you know, unexpected surprise, I guess is the correct... Get out of my face! Hey, we got it. Alright, it's just an unexpected thing. Look at that, we got a spider jockey up there. How neat isn't that? Get out of my face, dude. So anyway... I forgot where I was at, so we're gonna do this mountain up today. That is the plan. And you guys will see we have all the things that we need for a beacon base. We have a beacon plus a little bit of iron so we can set it off. We have some sea lanterns here. And I kind of spoke about this. It was either in a live stream or the last episode where when we do this mountain up, I want to add in some stairs, you know, facing backwards. So you could technically put like a stair right here and a piece of glowstone right there, and then face the stair backwards, and it would look like just another part of the mountain, and that would really light up the area. And so I think we're going to do that going up this mountain, and that will add some lighting into a very, very dim area. We can have them in specific places to light this thing up, and that is our next goal. Now, I do believe that all of the deep slate that I have been mining up, I don't think I have any stairs at the moment. Just these guys here, yes. But I do have plenty of cobbled deep slate if we need a little bit more. So I will potentially look at changing some of this into stairs. I don't believe there is a stair variant for the regular deep slate. It's been a while since I've done some building things, so bear with me. I believe this deep slate does not have a variant. No. This is the silk touched variant, but this one does. So we'll make a few of these so we have them on hand. That might be enough, something like that. And to start things off, though, we are not going to mess with the cobbled deep slate. We are going to actually mess with... I was in the right chest. The obsidian and crying obsidian. So to show you guys what I want to do here, let's hop back on over into creative. So over here in creative, you guys would have barely seen this, probably not paying attention to it much in the last episode, but here it is. I do want to do a cobbled deep slate, basalt, and smooth basalt pattern going up this mountain. I think it's going to look really good when we get it done. And originally I was messing with a few different things. Obviously you see some blackstone in here. I was looking at running blackstone up this mountain and then potentially red nether brick, which doesn't look half bad, but I didn't like the way it looked once we got all the way up there. So I started messing around with the obsidian, and I like this much, much better. And I think this is what we're going to do. As I said before, we're going to kind of have a little bit of an entryway into this area. We are going to continue this path around and dig this area out as well. And we may even have another wrap around this mountain. I haven't decided yet. I think we might just stick with the one, but it's going to be cool. The other thing that we're going to do, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to do, is I want to incorporate a beacon into this mountain. What's going to be difficult for us to do is the fact that I kind of want the beacon right about here. I think this would be a good location for it. It's not going to interfere with the mine. At least it shouldn't if everything I did was correct. But this side is just literally going to be a beacon beam, because we have to have that beam coming up through here. So, yeah. What I might do is, well, it would be nicer to have the beam here, but then what we would have to do is add like a little bit of a pillar going up, right? To kind of cover it. And I don't want to do that. Though we could have... I think beacon beams will go through the deep slate. And provided we don't have any actual... stone and things, I think that could work out. I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out. But nonetheless, I do want to incorporate this into the build here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started with placing this in first. We're going to get the mountain wrapped all the way up with this little spire of obsidian coiling around the mountain. I think that'll look really neat when it's all said and done. Right here, it's hard to visualize it, but it'll be great. Well, I think we got the first little wrap around the mountain set up and looking pretty good. I like the way it looks. And we did do a little bit of planning, or figuring rather, on the whole beacon. I like the way this is looking. Once we encompass the basalt and stuff in here, it's going to look so much better. Now, originally I wanted the beacon up there. I kind of showed you guys. And when I dug down... I dug right here, but this isn't going to work for me because it's not centered up on the portal. So, though we're going to have a slightly off-center beam shooting out of this mountain, it's because the mountain itself doesn't actually come up to a point center of where the portal is, right? It looks better with this on the top, I think. Um, and I think, honestly, I think I am going to go for a second pile of, hello, hot, hot. I think I'm going to go for a second coil around the outside here. But one thing I do want to do is right here where we're at is start digging down a little ways. And I kind of want to go to where the lower levels, maybe closer to the mine. This way we have a beacon down low that we can put haste on. I was thinking maybe jump boost for this build, but that's kind of pointless. Because though it'll let us jump 2 tall gaps, it's not really going to save us from what we're doing at the moment. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down to about Y level 11-ish, and then build our beacon base down there. Originally, I had thought about putting it up here and underneath the portal, and then doing the whole glassing it over, putting some blocks around it, those kinds of things to hide it. But I think it's going to be better suited for us to put our actual first beacon over here, even though we have just an abundance of beacons, right? Might as well get one place down somewhere. Yeah. So we're going to build a beacon base. Nothing fancy, nothing special. It's not going to be anything too crazy. We're at Y level 12, so I will just go ahead and dig this out. I mean, why not? You can't resist copper. And, yeah, wish me luck. We're going to start building our beacon base probably right in here, which means we're going to need to do something like that. And then you guys know the rest. So we've got quite a bit of work done. I kind of just started placing blocks and doing things, and yeah. It's coming along great. I think we need to change the light beam color at the top to either a gray or a black. And again, with the door. That's how he got in. Zombies, man. Zombies. Ugh. Anyway, I think I have both. We have both a black stained glass and a gray stained glass, so we can actually go check this out. We could do it from the bottom. It's fine. And see what this is gonna look like. I think I can do it right here. Yeah. We won't leave that glass block there. Oh, I like that. I really like the gray. I'm thinking the black might be just a tad too dark. Light gray might not even be bad. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, that's not bad either. No, we can't see it from here. There we go. I think we're going to stick with the gray, though. I think that's what looks better than the black. And I think we're going to do this in 2 parts. I think I'm going to put a gray glass here, and eventually we will be covering that up with a floor tile. Something along this pattern. But we're also going to place one at the top. So if ever we end up on the top of the mountain, for whatever reason, I doubt we ever will, but we will have protection nonetheless. So I basically got this whole side done. I have this side of it done as well. It's... oh my goodness. It's never a safe bet to look up and wander around my base, because I do things like this. And I actually need to put some fire over there, but we've got a majority of this side done, and it's really just this corner. I need to do this bit that goes up into here, this little bit up there, and oh my goodness, traversing is a pain, but this little bit right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this face and the other side, and then go up to the top, and then we will come back down doing this side. Looks like I missed a block right there, but I have also spread this out a little bit, coming out this way, and over on this side we didn't go as far because it'll get into the mines. But this is looking good. Looking really, really good. I want to continue this path up to here and into this location here, as I've said before. And I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm going to go inside, and I actually forgot to do the walls. Yep. I need to knock these guys out and go ahead and change these, but just a little bit more grinding, and we should have this complete. I watched a live stream. Space Dorito was live streaming, so we went and checked that out. Playing a game that I've never really heard of or seen, so that was a neat thing. And yeah, just chilling in the stream, doing some work, and yeah, let's finish this up. Well, I ran out of smooth basalt when working on this side, finishing up the mountain here. So what I did, while I was waiting for some basalt to smelt up, because we have a ton of basalt, outside of killing a bunch of mobs because they seem to run predominantly around the base. Oh my goodness. I don't get it. Don't I have this area torched up? I have it torched up. Maybe it's still too dark. I don't know. But yeah, we have a bunch of basalt in here, so I took a bunch out and decided to smelt it. And while I was doing that, I went ahead and finished up the pathway that we originally had stopping about here. And we took it up to the mountain here and finished this little area in here, hiding some lights behind a couple of these different blocks here to light this area up. And then we just kind of took it down into here. And then I went ahead and fixed some of the moss that was hanging out in here. I like the moss, but I still don't know if we're going to do anything with this area. So that's it. I came over here and started planting some plants. Do we even have any axolotls left? No. Did we put the axolotls back in? We did. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you build on chunk borders. So now it's time for me to grab the old netherrack again and head up and start finishing this guy out. And yeah, it should be a good time. We were watching a stream from the one, the only, Space Dorito, who's playing a game that I've never really heard of. And I couldn't even tell you what it is now. I think, yeah. I think this is where we go up now. But yeah, I was watching that in the background while doing some of this work, and it was great just to have on in the background. I like doing stuff like that. Oh. Quite often when we're streaming. And hopefully we can find someone else to watch today while we finish up the last of this mountain, because, well, to be honest with you, it's not going to take that long. We're just going to dig this bad boy all the way up if we can reach it. Yeah. So, time to finish this up. And hopefully, when we come back in, we'll be done. I like it. It looks interesting enough. I think we're having a minor issue with our beacon. But we shouldn't. Right? This is where I was going to place this little glass block. And nobody will ever be up here. I'll go ahead and clean the snow off. Once again, snow issues. No? Okay. I guess we were just too high up to see it. Or too... I don't know. The beacon beam is going up. We can see it here, but over there we couldn't see it. You know, Minecraft, Bedrock, who knows. But I think the entrance to this place is 100% complete. I like this entrance better. I wish I wouldn't even have added the other side. Swing you around out here so you can get the grand feeling of the base. And I have to say that this area is looking 100%. I've walked around quite a bit seeing if I missed anything. The entrance itself is a little dark, but that's beside the point. But this looks cool. I love it. Um, I like the effect that this has on the area around me. But what I wish I would have done is, instead of making a giant circle up there directly above the base, centered up on it, I wish I would have just taken the glass just over the things that need protected from the snow. That would have been a cooler way of doing it, I think, rather than having the big old circle. And we wouldn't have any of these areas being dark and having to do a little bit of torch spam, but it's all good. It's all good. I really like the way this area turned out, and what I'm going to do next is clean up my stuff, and as I said, I think this area is 100% complete for what I wanted to get done. The base itself is good to go. What's that? Villager, something poking out. The tower looks great, everything looks great, and I am extremely happy with the way this whole base turned out. I'm going to take a lot of this and just put it away inside the chests and pack up the rest of my stuff. And for the remainder of today's episode, what I think we're going to do is... torches, man. There's stuff that spawns right here, which is an unfortunate thing. I could fix that by bordering this with just stairs. But I don't want to do that because the way the light will shine kind of through tinted glass. But anyway, we're going to put away our stuff. Let's not get sidetracked. We've already done enough of that today. And we are then going to go to the Nether. And I am going to start placing in... Uh-oh. I did not leave a spot. That's fine. Some signs down. I think we're going to go through and start divvying up where some people live and the different sites that we can get to, such as the mining mesa. Places like the... let's just do that. We need those. The mining desert itself. What else is there? There's a few other things that I know we can get to, like the top of the Nether. And Lee's Piglin bartering farm, things like that. We're definitely going to start adding some signs to those, so... what would look the best? Probably the warped signs, right? Probably. So I'm gonna get some stuff together, like I said, and we're gonna head back. Oh my goodness, we're gonna head back into the Nether. It's always nighttime, I swear. Oh, let's see if we can sleep over here. Is that zombie going to interfere? No, it is not. So let's head to the Nether. So I think where we're gonna start is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some things. We don't need the string, but I've got a bunch of signs, and I did see that we can actually color signs now the way you can on Java, and we can throw a little bit of the glow squid ink, and we can get rid of that. There we go. So, I don't know. What should we go? 230 on the X is where we're at. I think there's a spot here that I need to close up as well for Foxy's area. I left it open, but I don't think they use this tunnel. Oh no. Oh no, he definitely did. Foxy and Slack's industrial area. So, yeah, Foxy and Slack. Yeah, industrial area. Here I go trying to spell on camera. And I think we're just gonna do some stuff like that. And that's good. That's really good. I think I can close off the one part of this diagonal tunnel, and we can add some signs at the beginning here. This is what I really want to do. So let's see. Of course, we have 3. Yeah, they already closed this off. Which I believe it should be like that. This area is closed. Well, this area is closed, so it's the L shape, double L shapes. L shape, L shape. Be like that. There we go. There we go. All cleaned up. I am going to come in and put in like a piston door here at some point to get to this area. Right now, I'm going to leave it open. Or for now, I'm going to leave it open, but I am going to close this area off as well, making this more complete. And I'm not sure how I want to do this. So we could do it off the chain, right? Foxy and Slack. Watching me try to spell is always fun. Foxy and Slack industrial area. That's a thing. We have the mining desert. And then we have Zap's base. Boom. That's what's down this tunnel. Now, I am going to go all the way down to the end and have a sign pointing very, very far. But the mining desert is down the yellow tunnel, and it's down towards the end. So, once the tunnel ends, I think I'll put a sign, mining desert, keep going. Then another sign that points you to the direction, and so on and so forth. I am going to need to get some more red dye, which is why I brought the bone meal with me. And yeah, we're gonna finalize some things in here, because in the next episode, we're not gonna do any work at the base. We're not gonna do any work in the tunnel. We're not gonna do any of this stuff. We are going to be building a project that I've wanted to build for a very long time in Spawn Town. So I'm excited to get started on that. I've already started sketching things out. I've started getting things going, and it's gonna be awesome. I shouldn't need my Silk Touch pickaxe. And so, yeah, we have Foxy and Slack's stuff going this way. And Jade's Desert. I am going to hang signs above this and like a button to push, obviously. And then we have Piggles down this way. I believe Lee's down this way. I'm just going to have to go down the tunnels and really scope it out. But I think this looks good. People will be able to find their way to things. And I should have done this so much longer ago. No, I should have done this a long time ago. So I think things went well. Oh, we had a little bit of chaos. So when I went down this tunnel to start placing in some of these signs for the mining desert all the way at the end and keep going and those type of signs, Liara and Tiz's little guardian farm is down here as well. I didn't realize that it was down this side of the base, or the nether hub. So I placed a sign, and then I ended up going through the portal to see what exactly it was, because the sign had said Lee and Tiz. And when I came back through, it popped me up top in that portal, so we had to come back down. But this is looking really good. We got my base, we got the guardian farm and stuff. I should have put these two over here and had my base and the guardian farm over here, because my base is on this side. Well, 3 of these are on this side. The mining desert could have gone over there. But that's unimportant. Aha! We're back from episode 3. Bow! Instant replay. Anyway, Jessie is the only one down the old red tunnel. Her tunnel is right there. Replace that sign. Looking good. Over here we have the top of the nether and the nether fortress, and then we have Lee's Piglin and Gold Farm. So up here we have to the top of the Nether, Lee's Piglin and Gold Farm, and to the Nether Fortress. Once you get up and going in here, if we go to the top of the stairs and you turn, you'll see a couple of signs just a flight away to Lee's stuff, and then if you go all the way up to the top, of course, there are some signs that direct you towards the Nether Fortress. On this side of the things, we have my Wither Farm and Tiz's Base, which is just down. Tiz's Base, you can actually barely see it above my crosshair there, and then the Wither Farm is down a little bit further. Then down this tunnel, we have Lee on the left-hand side, and then we have the Mining Mesa, which is actually on the right-hand side there. And then I did put in a couple signs that say spawn. This is what it should have been many, many, many moons ago. So I think what we're going to do now is I pulled out a little bit of redstone bits, and we're going to create a little bit of a redstone door here with, does this work? It extends that one, and it extends that one. So what I'm thinking we're going to do, we're going to place a button right here. Did I save the buttons? Well, yes and no. Should we leave them? I think we should put blackstone buttons. I'm going to leave the lever here for the workroom, and I'm not going to place a sign. Only those of you that watch the videos will know that this is here. I think we'll go with the blackstone buttons so they stand out just a little bit more. But what I essentially want here is a button to push, and it's going to retract these pistons. And so what I think we're gonna do... I don't want to use netherrack. I guess we can use some nether brick. We go like this. And then it's this guy right here that we need to actually get a power source to. How do I want to do this? Repeater up like that, and that guy down there. So I'm thinking a repeater. And I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work. I don't want to look up a tutorial because it's not that important. I wonder if these are all actually facing the correct way. That'd be super. Cheaty cheaty. Because that's going to, if we push that, it's going to take a while. The button's actually up there. So what I would need to do is a little dust. I don't think this is exactly what I'm trying to envision. Yeah. We want the signal to go fast, but we want like a delay. A delay that holds it? Does that make sense? I think we need almost like a timer. Not a timer, but like a clock. A delay. Basically, what I want is a signal coming into here that holds this for a specific amount of time. Maybe it is a bunch of repeaters that we want. Is it, though? We don't need that much delay, right? If I did something like that, and then I had a piece of redstone dust here, and then that up like that, and that like that. Would this work? I mean, it's gonna work. That's close. That's close to what we want. So I'm thinking... Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Redstone on camera. What are the things you're not supposed to do? Still not long enough. It is still not long enough, and I doubt adding another repeater. A repeater is just going to make this system exceptionally long. Let's see, if I was on this side... Yeah, that's... Well, let me figure something out here, because this isn't working with what I have at the moment. But I definitely want to use a button. I don't want to use a lever. But we want a door that opens quick and closes after a second. Okay, I think I got it figured out. We have a button, lets us out. Short delay and the doors close. We have a button. It opens up and we can get into this tunnel. Now, what I've done, pretty simple, and I had to go back and look at a little bit of redstone that I did before, but essentially I have a button coming down. We have a torch coming in and powering, locking a hopper, and this is a timer. I have a similar setup on my brewing stand thing that I made last season when water bottles weren't a part of the piglin bartering system. So essentially we have this getting depowered, and while this is getting depowered, it's powering this line here, which is powering this redstone here, locking this hopper so that the items won't just go back and forth. And then because the items sit in this hopper here, once 5 items move here, they do have to move back here for this system to shut off, but we are just pulling a comparator signal, wrapping that boy around here to the torch that we had originally placed, and then I have stolen a signal off of that, and it is coming around to this door here, essentially opening them up. Now we could potentially speed up the circuit. Let's see, how would we do this? It would need to be... I think we could speed up this circuit if we had a torch like that, and then nope, I did that backwards. Now what is the door doing now? So the door is closed with this being powered. Now, if I'm correct, this should be faster. There's still a little bit of a delay on this side just because of the sheer amount of torches that we have to go through. But it's either I put a piston on this side and shoot the signal down, or I don't. Taking the repeater out didn't really help things other than not using a repeater, so it's fine. We're just going to close that area up. So we have a way out, and once this thing closes up, this tunnel or this hub is looking a ton better. Now, I don't know who exactly put this up here, the pineapple pizza, but it's got to go down. It's got to go down, and we're going to need to do the same setup over here, replacing the door on this side. Now, if we had a central location of a button rather than one side or the other, this would worked out a lot better as far as the door opening and closing together, but it's not a problem. Not a problem. So we're going to do the same thing. That one is to the left of the door. I think we're going to keep the same scenario, and we're going to have it right here above that. Which means we need to dig out a little bit of this area, get ourselves a good little working area. Unfortunately, we're gonna break into here, so maybe what we want to do, place the button over here. Yeah, that is really, really close. And of course, if I were to put the pistons, we're gonna want them right there. Like that. Being retracted into here. And this does cut into the workroom. Yes, it does. You know, that might not be terrible. I could tear this whole thing down and have access to the workroom from here. Basically, ending the workroom right here as opposed to having this in here. I could take my pistons out. We could do that. Where did it go? We could have this. We could take out the stairs if we really, really wanted to. And replace all of that. Yeah, this could work. I have all of the bits and bobs that we need to. Those are going to go over there. Because we don't need them. And we no longer need this entrance either. So, yeah, let's tear this out. And we're going to place in the next door. And then I'm going to shoot Bruno a message because I know he's online at the moment. And probably Pigglesworth. That we're doing some work in the nether. And just be on the lookout, I guess. There we go. So yeah. Yep. I need piston door like so, and then it's gonna do the same thing. And hopefully this all works out, right? That's the ultimate goal. Again, I'm gonna have to remember what I did to get my circuit over here, but yeah, let's make another door. Well, we did it. We managed to get in a door on this side over here where we had Foxy's Witch Hut and Slack and Jade's Desert. This thing does open up like the other one, and this is the new way, of course, getting into the workroom rather than having the other redstone. And same thing, we have the exit. And then I did build all of this in and close this area up to get to where Pigglesworth is at. But I did this one differently, and as you guys can see, it closes and retracts at the same time. And part of that is because how I wired this system up. I actually brought this thing down over here, and I put it in the floor. I should have honestly done that with the other ones, but I'm not going to change it out. Nope, they work, and they work well. We have Bruno's Industrial and Silence Axolotl area over here as well. So everybody can access their area, and now this is a completed nether hub. It's been a long time in the making, and though I wish I could have finished the nether hub out very similar to what we did down here, at least started and Pickles finished, I built too big of a hub for what we were really doing on this server. Look at what we have. We have the top of the nether fortress. That's not even that many things. We have Lee's Piglin and Gold Farm. We have my Wither Farm. We have one base this way. We have Liara this way. We have Jesse that way. We have me this way. We've got Slack and Jade that way. The rest of this stuff is all to, well, we have Pickles too. Sorry, forgot. But the rest of the stuff is just like farms and things that we can't build right near spawn. So we've needed portals to get to them. Again, I'm not upset or in any way disheartened by the comments that were made during that live stream. It's just basically you were right, and I can't even remember who said it, but this hub was way too big. But the fact of the matter is, we took on this hub, we have what we have. I'm extremely happy with it, and for the most part, this was done in a solo adventure, right? I think if we had a couple more people helping us, we could have changed up a few things and gotten this done, but hey, it's no big deal. And with this project complete outside of the maze, we have everything done that I wanted to get done on my list. So you know what that means. Next episode, new build. Are you guys excited? Because I'm excited. We hinted about this thing a couple episodes ago when we were hanging out with Lee, and I cannot wait to get it started. So anyway, that is going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, you know the routine by now. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check the description down below for all of the different ways to follow me, including a link to Twitter, Twitch, my Discord, Truly Bedrock Discord, Truly Bedrock website. There's also a link to my Patreon page if you guys are feeling so inclined. Obviously, that is not required on this channel, but hey, every little bit helps, and I appreciate it ever so much. Thank you again. Also in the description down below is a link to all of the other Truly Bedrock members' YouTube channels. Be sure to check them out. A lot of great content coming across this server. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.